Well, we did a version of the song, Each Tear, with several different artists around the world. We had to do research basically on who we were gonna use from over here. So basically the label and us, we went on a search to find out who was the artist over here. It was Tiziano. And so we did one in Australia with Vanessa Amorosi. We did one in Germany with an artist from a band called Raymond, Jay Sean in London. And so we just did it with several different artists, and Tiziano is the man over here. So we wanted to do it with someone where people would be able to hear the song, and the message was so strong, we just didn't want people not to hear it. So that's why. I've never been a Led Zeppelin fan, but I've heard the song Stairway to Heaven when I was a child a couple of times. And then I heard it again before we had to record it. And when it was played for me, I was like, wow, I remember this song and it feels so good. I really want to do this record right here. So, fast forward, we were at my anniversary party, and Bono came to my anniversary party, and we asked Bono, well, my husband asked Bono, he said, Bono, no, he said, Mary's getting ready to do Stairway to Heaven, but for the international album. And Bono got excited, and he said, yeah, she should do Stairway to Heaven and Whole Lot of Love. I had never heard Whole Lot of Love before, and so I went and listened to it the next day, and the song was incredible, and so I was completely in agreement with it. And the rest is history. It's on the album. Well, the song I Can See in Color was written for the end title, the end credits of the movie, when Precious finally tells her mom, I see who you are, when they're in the social worker's room. And she finally is able to see her life in color. I wrote it from my life perspective. When I was growing up and I was depressed, I couldn't see my life in color at all. I was missing everything. I didn't know what color the sky was or anything. And then when I finally came out of the depression, I could see my life in color. I think everything goes hand in hand. I had to be a part of this soundtrack because of what the movie represents. And the movie represents women getting a second chance, giving themselves a second chance the way Precious did. And my foundation is exactly for women like Precious, and not just women like Precious, just women that, women just like Precious, but not every woman that looks like Precious. Women that hide behind clothes and makeup but are suffering. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's all of those hand in hand, everything. My foundation is called FAWN, Foundation for the Advancement of Women Now. I wanted to create this foundation because I've seen women suffer terribly as a child. I've seen them be abused by men awfully, and then their self-esteem get wiped out, and they abuse themselves, they abuse their children, and they hurt, and then they feel like they don't have a second chance at life. My goal was, as a child, when I was a child and I saw this stuff, I said, I vowed to never see a woman ever hurt again in life. And what we do is we educate, we empower, we encourage women, and we give women from all walks of life a chance, a second chance to be better, to do better, through education, through empowerment, through programs such as the 3 E's, which is education, empowerment, encouragement. I didn't know anything about the Sanremo festival, but I was invited here to do it, and I was supposed to do it with Tiziano, but he had laryngitis, so they just wanted me to do it, and I was happy that they just wanted me to do it. I thought it was a beautiful event. Everyone looked really nice in the audience, and it was just great energy. It was nice. I was happy to be there. I guess it would be the one I did with Bocelli, the song, the Christmas song I did with Bocelli. That one was very, very emotional, very heavy, very passionate, and very, was that one. And Each tier, this one is a pretty heavy one too, because Tiziano he's not afraid to feel real deeply, so he went there. So this one is, all of my duets are, they all mean something to me. My new fragrance, My Life, it should be, we're selling it on HSN in the States in June, and it's beautiful. It's it's tuberose, a little bit of wood, a little bit of musk, and something else. But it's a beautiful mixture that I went and I did it. I went to the perfume making place and I did all the different smells, and you know, I was there, so it smells really good. I wear it. The lowest point was the My Life album in my career. That was the lowest. The highest point was when I broke through on the Breakthrough album. On the My Life album, I was really going through a lot, like a lot. And I got through it. I got through a lot of it. I made a decision on the My Life album, you know, no, it wasn't the My Life album. I made a decision after the My Life album, once I got through it, to change my life around, because I was so suicidal that I didn't want to kill myself, and you know, all the fans that loved me, take them with me. I wanted them to live. So I changed my life around because there was 4 million people that loved me, and I didn't want them to die, you know, and that was, you know, that's, I suffered a lot because, you know, a lot of people weren't happy with the new Mary. They weren't happy with the happy Mary. I like Mary Bennett miserable, like, you know, all that nonsense. And so from that point, there was a lot of people hating on me, so to speak. And there was a lot of people saying my career was washed up and done, boom, boom. And then I made the Breakthrough album, and they all had to eat those words because I broke through.
Brings you closer to your dreams. No mistakes, no